Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Megan, and in today's video, actually I want to start off by saying last week I did not upload. I recorded a video, I started editing it, and then I hated it. So yes, I did not upload last week. I am sorry about that. I just want to make sure that when I am putting content out there that I like it and that it's something that I'm proud of. And if I'm not proud of it, I don't want to put it out there to the world. And I just was not proud of it last week. So I just decided not to upload because I didn't have time to record another video or anything. So sorry about that, guys. Just know that when I do upload content, it's because I truly believe in it and I am proud of it, and it's something that I want to share with you guys. So with that being said, in today's video, what we'll be doing is hooded eye makeup tutorial. So if you don't know what a hooded eye is, stay tuned, keep watching this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel before you leave. Hit that bell notification so you are notified of my uploads every Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every Friday, except for last Friday. Yeah, and like the video. So thank you guys for tuning in this week, and let's hop right on in. I also want to start off by saying that my window's open because it has been feeling like summer up in here and these past couple of days, and we don't have the AC on because it's not supposed to stay this hot. So didn't turn the AC on, have the windows open. So if you hear birds chirping, cars driving by, or weird noises, it's because I have my window open. So just wanted to kind of like put that out there. So today what I'm going to be showing you guys is what I like to do for my hooded eyelids. So if you don't know what a hooded eye is, it's basically the shape of an eye. And if you look at my eyelids, I have this fold of skin that covers my eyelid itself. And that's typically like a hooded eye. I'm trying to think of celebrities that have hooded eyes. I can't think of any of them off the top of my head. But yeah, basically that's what a hooded eye is. You have that fold of skin that folds over your lid and kind of hides your lid. Now, some people might have it to a small degree, and some people might have it like pretty badly. I feel like I have a pretty hooded lid on my eyes. So that's what a hooded lid is for eyes, and it can be a little tricky to do eyeshadow. And there are certain techniques or certain ways that you might apply your eyeshadow to help make it look good. 1, 2, there are certain techniques that we hooded eye people can't use, and that's okay. It's all about finding what works best for you. And I also want to say that if you do any kind of eyeshadow look that is not similar to what I like to do for my hooded eyes, it doesn't mean that it's wrong. If I say this is what you should do versus what you shouldn't do, again, my opinion, it's what I like to do for my eye shape, my particular eye shape. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the party started. I already have basically everything on but eyeshadow. Let me pull my mirror in front here because that's just going to be our focus today. Ooh, I was closing these drawers and they squeaked. What? Anyways, that's going to be our focus today is eyeshadow. I feel like I need to bring my chair up a little bit. Is that better? Yeah, okay. So I already put like my base makeup on. I'm just grabbing a palette here, guys. I'm just going to grab Baby Got Peach palette. Feeling, with this summery weather, I'm kind of feeling summery. Yeah, what was I saying? Got the base on. Got the base, got the lips, got the eyebrows. We're just doing the eyelids here today, guys. So let's get started. All right. I always like to start off with a transition shade, and I grab a nice fluffy brush for that. I am using this random brush. I don't even know what the name of it is, but it's a fluffy brush just like this, okay? And we'll start off with our transition shade. So here's the palette, by the way, the inside. Nice little peach tones. This is ColourPop. I want to start off with Darlin, which is going to be this light brown kind of taupey shade there. This one has a mirror, which is super nice. I love that. Okay, for hooded eyes, you'll see there's a theme, I guess. The main thing that you want to do with hooded eyes is kind of create a crease. So again, we have like that fold that really kind of like hides the crease of our eyelids. So what I like to do is I like to create my own crease, and I like to put the shadow above the fold. Okay, so I'm gonna get a little bit of that Darlin shade here on my fluffy blender brush. And I like to look down to do my makeup, my eyeshadow, because if I'm looking straight forward, I feel like the shadow won't really blend smoothly. So I kind of like to look down to get rid of that crease, that fold. And then what I'll do is I'll start applying, laying down the eyeshadow shade right above that crease, right above the fold, kind of right at the brow bone there. Okay. And this is our transition shade. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but transitions are a good way to obtain that gradient look when it comes to shadows. So again, I'm placing the eyeshadow right above my natural crease and kind of coming up closer to the brow bone. Once I have most of that product laid down, then yeah, I'll start blending a little bit more up towards the brow bone, and I'm taking it all the way in here, basically in line with my inner part of my eyebrow, and feather it on out as well. So there we have our transition shade down, and little kilogram is in here, my little buddy. He's my little buddy. All right, so next I like to grab a blender that's a little bit smaller, and I'm gonna use the, I believe this is, yeah, R39 by Morphe. And now what we'll do is go into a little bit deeper of a shade. So I think I'm gonna go in with Perky. Okay, this is gonna be a more kind of pinky brown shade. All right, so going in with that, taking that on the tip of the brush. Again, it's on my eyelid there. Again, looking down. Now this time, again, we're gonna keep it above the natural fold, the natural crease in the eye, but a little bit lower than the transition shade. I'm gonna keep it a little bit lower. So, same idea though, we're gonna take this from the outer corner to the inner corner of the eye. I'm gonna focus most of the pigment on the outer corner, and then I'll start blending it inward. When we get a little bit deeper with these shades, I don't like to get too dark on the inside of the eye. This is just our mid-tone shade here. And then again, I kind of like to start packing it down lower on the lid on the outer corner to start creating a little bit more depth, and feather it out as well as we get less pigment on the brush. Sorry if you hear Archer barking. He literally barks at everything. And then same thing on the other eye. If you were to put shadows right in your fold, your natural crease, you won't see them, because once you open up your eyes, what will happen is the fold in the lid will literally cover all the shadow that you just put down. So putting it above your natural crease will help to avoid that and give you more payoff as far as what you see. I mean, that's what we want, right? We don't want to hide all the hard work that you do. So once you kind of get to a place where you are happy with it, like how that looks, we can go a little bit deeper now. You could stop right here, apply like a nice matte over, like all over the lid shade or a shimmer, but I'm gonna take it one step further. And I'm going to grab, if I can find it. I need to clean my brushes because a lot of these are dirty and I can't use them. So I need to clean them. So I have all my brushes available, but anyways. Going a little bit darker now into this shade called Half Baked. right there. So this is going to be like 2 steps darker than the, what was it, the perky shade that we used right here. It's gonna be just a little bit darker, a little bit more brown. Still have the pink undertones in it, those peachy undertones, but a little bit more brown to help create that depth that we're gonna want in the outer corner of the eye. You could honestly go in with the same brush that you used for that mid-tone shade. Let's just go ahead and do that. Changing it up on the fly here, guys. All right, so I'm taking the R39, same brush that we used for that mid-tone shade, getting a little bit on the tip of the brush. Again, looking down, and I'm just gonna start packing it in the outer corner here, that deeper shade. I like to also kind of bring it down on an angle in towards the lower lash line, or the upper lash line, your lashes. Once I kind of have that laid down, then we'll start blending it inward. Now this shade, I don't want to take it too far in. I want to keep that depth and definition from the shade on the outer corner. But I do want to diffuse that shadow inwards. And again, I'm blending it right on up into the transition and mid-tone shade that we put down. And then same on the other eye. I'm thinking I'm liking where that is. I'm liking the definition. Great. And at this point, like, I have my shadows down that I like. I'm going to go back to the brush I used for the transition shade and maybe add a little bit more to my brush and blend a little more here. Cool, and I am liking where that is at. So next would be the shimmer. I like to use my fingers. I usually use my ring finger for the shimmer. So let's go ahead, and I love the shimmers in this palette, and it's always such a tough decision, but I think I want to use something bright. I'm gonna use Ready or Yacht. I love the names right there. That's the shimmer that we're using, or I'm using, and I'm gonna get it right on my fingertip there. Again, looking down, so when it comes to doing shimmers, what I like to do is lots of fallout with this, guys. Whoa. I like to start putting the shimmer, packing it down close to the lash line. And then once that's kind of down, and I'm putting it all over the lid, I'm gonna blend it up into the matte shades. And I like to blend a little bit higher than my actual lid, because you can see where my lid is, right? The crease of my lid. Again, I like to blend it up above that, but I like to also keep most of the pigment down on the lash line, because when I open up my eyes, that's what you're gonna see there. You're gonna see that little bit of lid space that I have. Okay, you'll see it better on my other eye here. Again, so when I open and look at you straight forward, you will see a little bit of my lid space, and that's where I want you to see that shimmer. So that's why I put most of my pigment there. I accidentally got a little bit, let's bring back a little definition, because I got a little bit of shimmer on this outer corner. I don't want it there. So let's bring back a little definition. So that is how I like to do my upper lid when it comes to eyeshadow. Lower lid, not too crazy of a process, but I'll go ahead and show it to you guys anyways. I mimic exactly what I do on the top lid with the bottom lid, and I'll go ahead and just show you guys the one side. So I'm going back in with Darlin, our transition shade, and I'm just gonna run this all along the lower lash line. And I take this pretty far down, kind of like right to the top of my eye socket there. And you can kind of feel that where the bone of the eye socket starts. And that's how far I blend it down to, and I'll connect to the top. And then I'm just gonna wipe off the brush here that I use for R39 because I want to go a little bit smaller of a brush back into Perky, that mid-tone shade that we used. Keep this a little bit closer, a little bit tighter to the lash line. And this all depends on how smoky you want your eyes too. And actually, sometimes I like to pinch the brush because I want to keep it just a little bit tighter. And this one I am taking again all the way across. And then I'm not going to take the R39 for this. I am going to take a smaller brush, and I want to use this. I'm going to use this Morphe kind of angled brush and go back into our deep shade, which is the Half Baked. And this is going to stay super tight. Keep that real tight and only take it halfway in. So with hooded eyes, obviously it's more of the top part of your eye where different techniques come in to play than the bottom eye, but figured I'd show you guys the finished look here, or how to finish the look. That way we have that deeper definition closer to the lash line. And again, it depends on how smoky of an eye you want. Then sometimes I'll opt to put the shimmer on the bottom lid as well. So if that's the case, I will take a flat, like a small flat synthetic brush. This is another Morphe brush. I don't have a number for it, but it's like a small flat brush here. And dip into Ready or Yacht and wet the brush with some setting spray or water, whatever you have on hand. So I'm just gonna use my setting spray to wet that brush. This will help for the payoff as well as keep your fallout to a minimum. And that will go from the inner corner and we'll meet with that deepest shade halfway in, blend them together. That's pretty much that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this eye off camera, add an inner corner highlight and mascara. I'll be back. All right, this is the final look here, guys, using the Baby Got Peach palette for your hooded eye tutorial. If you notice, I didn't put any eyeliner on, especially on the upper lid, just because personally, when it comes to eyeliner, when I apply it, what you would just see when I open up my eyes and look straight at you is just a thick black line, and you won't see any of the shadow that I put down. So, and then I work so hard on. So I don't typically do eyeliner. If I do like an eyeliner kind of look, I will go with a shadow. And probably like a brown, like a softer looking shadow, and something where I won't take it all the way across the lash line, but I'll keep it on the outside and I'll wing it out just a little bit. Again, wings are really funky for me too with my eye shape, so I don't do a lot of wing liner, just because when I put the wing on and I'll look at you and my eyes close, it creates like a funky shape. It just doesn't flatter my eye shape personally. I've seen some hooded eyes that can pull off wing liner, and you go girl. That's just not my journey. I don't use a lot of eyeliner because of that. And then one more thing I do want to mention too are lashes. You know, again, I think with a hooded eye, you want to be careful with the type of lash. If you do a lash, what type of lash that you choose to use. You probably don't want to go with something really big and dramatic, because again, it's just going to cover up everything that you did on your lid. So maybe individual lashes, or a more natural, if you're doing a strip, more kind of natural looking lash. For the most part, I just do mascara. I feel like I have decent lashes. So, and actually for my mascara, I doubled up today. I did the Maybelline Sky High and L'Oreal Lash Paradise. So I got the length from the Sky High and the volume from the Lash Paradise mascara. And at the end of it all, guys, it's what you like, what you feel the most confident in, and you know, your preference. So this is just what I like to do for my particular eye shape. And I just hope that this tutorial helps, because I know when I started doing more makeup, I quickly realized that a lot of the tutorials I was finding were not working out for my eye shape, and I looked into it a little bit more and found out I never really knew my eye shape, and I found out that I have hooded eyes and that there are just certain techniques to help enhance hooded eyes. And those are some of the things that I've learned through the years. I'm sure things will change as I continue to learn and grow, but so far, that's what I got for you guys. So I am hoping you really enjoyed this video and learned some new techniques today. Even if you don't have hooded eyes, I feel like a lot of this you can do with non-hooded eyes. So I really hope that you enjoyed it today, guys. Thank you for watching my video, and be sure to subscribe to my channel, like the video before you leave, you know, all the good stuff. Hit that bell notification and comment down below. Comment down below, what is your eye shape, and are there any specific techniques that you find that don't work for you or that really do work for you? I'm curious, because coming from a hooded eye person, I don't know everything about all the different eye shapes. So I'm very curious to know, what do you do? What's your favorite technique for eyeshadow? And I'll see you guys in my next video. So I guess I should just close it out already, right? I'm rambling. I ramble. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.